Streaming now. Okay. Hi, welcome to another Dream Workshop. Today, we'll be taking care of this old song, Dissociate. This is another Endless Journal project. And right now it's kind of confusing on, hey, what is that? What is that project? I think after like a few videos, maybe like 5 or 6, Endless Journal will start to make sense, especially since there's even a title song. So there's a song that explains everything it is. But this is the newest journal, and I think I said something before where. Oh, nice. 3 a.m. Yeah, it's 9 where I live. It's good old Texas. But this is kind of the thing that's gonna replace like Musician Spotlight, all those all those talks of music I used to do. Basically, Endless Journal is just I do whatever, or we do whatever we want. Chris will have some ideas for it probably once he sees some of these ideas going through. This camera keeps like falling backwards today. So Endless Journal is this video is kind of like an experiment to see how dialogue videos would work. I think it turned out okay. I'm not talking about any particular artist. I'm kind of just giving my opinion and putting a new perspective on music, because music I think is kind of misinterpreted these days, like no matter what scope you live in. But this video addresses that. Oh, mercy. Will it ever stay still? That's the question. I might not even care. Let's see. Yeah, this video will addresses like very deep things about music. So it's pretty neat. Check it out if you haven't. It also gives, I think, a personal story too. Endless Journal will also have songs like this one. This is Inner Cafe, so it's like a little lyric/music video of a original song. So there'll be also original songs. And the format is really based off my own personal journals, so I keep a journal. I've been keeping a journal since like I was 12. So I have a whole cabinet of journals down here now. So this is like that format I've been developing my whole life, and I'm putting it into video form. So it's pretty unique. No one's really doing it, so I thought it'd be cool. But if you look at the top of these videos, there's page numbers. This is page 1. This actually should say page 1 to 2. I think I fixed that on the newest thumbnail. And this says page 3. And there will be a cover page as well, so that's gonna be cool. But just know, like, the pages will not be released in order. Like, I could one day just put page 25. Like that's how cool it's gonna be. And when you watch it in a playlist, it will go in order of the page number rather than uploaded. Of course, we publish music, produce it, and just put it out there in the stores. This is our full album, Melancholy Dream. Endless Journal will also be on stores too once there's enough of them, like maybe 5 or 6, and we'll release them as EPs. Because singles, they do okay, but like they do nowhere near as good as like songs on albums. So we're just gonna like release collections rather than singles, because that was the original plan, was just to release them as singles. But on YouTube they'll be first and then the stores, and we'll make a big announcement. It'll be fun. This is our agenda: mixing and mastering this song. This is the music creation cycle I'm developing. You get inspiration, you make a rough draft, you start composing, you practice what you do, you record it, you produce it, you release it. This is, I think, a really cool stage. I think somewhere is like music education's focus is to make people create music. I'm like, are you sure about that? Because none of this is there. So I just, it's something I'm developing and testing too with like my students. I have some students here to the production phase, getting there. It takes a while, but maybe I'll get some students releasing music too, because normal people need to release music, not just the sons and daughters of the ruling class. We need normal people making music too. And yeah, there are some, but like the people who are like just normal or were normal, they like get like infected with this need to just be famous. Like their whole thing is, I want to be famous. Like, we need normal people making songs too. All right, we're gonna get started here. Thanks for coming by, and we're gonna start. This looks so disorganized, so we're gonna organize stuff first. I have 3 folders, this base. So I'm just gonna call this Pocket Master. I think we have some extra instruments too. What is going on here? Okay, so this might also be an editing session because I have another drum take here. Or are they both being used? Let me see. I don't think they're both being used. Okay, drum take 3 is not being used. I think I already combined them. But I want to make sure everything sounds clean, because I used some takes. It wasn't just a one take song for him. I don't think I edited drums on stream. But it got pretty technical, I think, here, like in certain areas, because I wanted certain stuff from another take. But take 3 looks like it's all taken care of. Yeah, let me check these. So we don't need click tracks anymore, so I'm just gonna remove them. Pretty sure everything's recorded. I think I'm gonna just stick with the vocals I did. There is one part I would need to fix though with the vocals. But I could still mix it with what we got. Maybe I'll even like just record it right here. I think it's like one part. So maybe I'll test that, just for fun. So I'm gonna remove these. Bass and drums only. Yeah, I'm gonna remove that. So this is a clack bell. This is not technically Hatman. And this is also not technically Hatman. Neither is the timpani. But these are. Looks like there's some keyboard takes too. So I've been listening to this keyboard track though, and it sounds fine. Same thing with the piano over here. I just haven't deleted the other takes. So we're gonna just take a listen at what we got. Make sure the bass is in sync, because sometimes that happens. We don't know why. Make sure the sound's coming out for y'all. Very loud.
Blow out the candles and turn off the lights. I'll keep my wishes to myself. No need to pester you anyway. Giving up my immature dreams. I've given up my own beliefs. But don't worry,
What's all that rustling? It's probably me. Sounds like me hitting the computer mouse or the keyboard. So that's gonna be the first thing. I think the vocals are okay. There's one part I need to fix. But first things first, I need to fix some of this drum editing. Some of it is not very clean. So we're just gonna go a little bit at a time. We might even edit some of the bass. We'll see. Sometimes something I noticed that's happening is like sometimes the snare is getting lost. So we might even like normalize it where the snare is like really quiet, and that'll bring it out. Like especially like when that big part comes in, like the snare's it drops a little bit. We can do that with a normalizer, or we can do that with just making the volume louder with an envelope. So something to ask yourself when you're mixing is like, do I hear everything? Like that's the number one question. Like I think people, oh yeah, we did rehearse it. We did. That's number one thing to ask yourself is like, do I hear everything? Something that you didn't hear in rehearsal was a timpani. So this timpani is like kind of this song's thing, where it's like this instrument is unique to the song because we probably won't use a timpani that much, and the timpani sample sounds pretty cool. Like it sounds like a legit timpani. I didn't hear anything wrong with the keyboard part, so I'm just gonna take care of these takes here. That's the name of the instrument, TX80. Sounds like a calculator. What is this? Oh, that's the vocals. Electronic keyboard too. I wonder what that is. Let's find out.
Don't look back.
So I'm so consistent that like these are the exact same parts. Really? Oh, maybe not. Let's see. Oh no, they're not. They're very different. So this part's more melodic, this part's more harmonic, so together they sound kind of good. I don't think I was planning to put them together, but I kind of dig it.
Don't look back, don't look forward, don't lose your mind in hindsight. The worst is over and the best may never come. Maybe one day I'll feel enough energy to come out of my shell.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep both parts there. Just delete this junk over here. Boom, boom, boom.
Time will tell.
Okay, feel. What is all that feedback? That's probably the bass guitar. I already know. It's the bass guitar. Alright, so this bass guitar, here's what you do with feedback. You could either noise gate it, which could, like in my experience, it kind of like gets in the way of the sound sometimes. Plus, I kind of want that feedback like while he's playing, but not when he's not playing. When he's not playing, that's when it's loud. So you just cut it like that. Feedback be gone. And we got this timpani up here. Should I EQ it? Perhaps. Okay, we're gonna try. I think it's okay though. I don't think it needs to be EQ'd. My headphones are backwards. Wait, no, they're not. What's up with this then? Is that the volume? Oh, that's the volume. Okay. I want it more on the left here. Okay, maybe not that much on the left here. timpani super loud. Let me turn it down. So I normalize the timpani. Sometimes when things are just too quiet, you just gotta normalize it.
Blow out the candles and turn off the lights. I'll keep my wishes to myself. No need to pester you anyway. Given up my immature dreams. I've given up my own beliefs. But don't worry, I'll smile at you anyway. Look.
Alright, I'm gonna I feel like there's something I could do with the bass here. Let me see. It's these triplets here.
Blow out the candles and turn off the lights. I'll keep my wishes to myself. No need to pester you anyway. Given up my immature dreams. I've given up my own beliefs. But don't worry, I'll smile at you anyway. Look.
Okay, now they sound fine to me. That's so weird. I hate when that happens. Yeah, I wonder if y'all can hear like when it goes around. Like, I wonder if y'all can hear the panning. If you can hear the panning, then this is a really good stream. Because it's like, oh, it's like audio engineering in real time. And people have their own ways of mixing. Like, some people use speakers first. Like, my method is I use headphones first, then speakers, and then switch back and forth. And with speakers, I put my head down like this and make sure, because I can't mount them really here. And I'm in the corner of a room, so it's actually like the perfect spot to mix, is like a corner of a room. I read like a few books on audio mixing and stuff, and you know, there's only so much you can do, like as a person, unless like you want to make it your career. Like to make a home studio like takes a lot of work. But we do what we could, and we get better as we do it, because I don't want that to like plague it, you know, like stop the production, because it could just stop indefinitely if you get too creative with it, or too busy with it. All right, so let's see how we're gonna listen for mainly bass and drums to see if there's any more editing we have to do. I didn't even edit the bass. Chris usually does it for me. But we'll see if he covered everything, or he just plays perfect. One or the other. I like to imagine him editing and just not telling me. So right there, he's a little quick on that last note. So we're gonna see, it doesn't bother me too much, but just little scooch, just this part though. So if we scooch the whole thing, then you know it all becomes off. There you go. Now it's like perfect. That's how technical you can get with this stuff. With these endless journal songs though, I don't want to get too technical.
Blow out the candles and turn off the lights. I'll keep my wishes to myself. No need to pester you anyway. Given up my immature dreams. I've given up my own beliefs. But don't worry, I'll smile at you anyway. Look, you're relieved. Look, you're relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing.
Let me hear this clip. clip. Alright, fine. What the heck, Chris? Let me see. Okay, he's fine.
I'm relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing
Alright, I just went down and turned on the yellow river because it was kind of loud. That part is terrifying. What is wrong with me? It gets even scarier like in the video. Like this is like will be on Spotify, but there'll be like more sound effects in the video. Like just for the video. Sound effects I can't put on Spotify.
another weekend you're not talkative, and some days you're just never there. I wonder where we won't meet up today. Put on a movie or a video game.
Thank God he did something there.
Put on
None of us did. See, like, that's how our process goes. So I record first. I leave some stuff open for Chris and Anthony. Then Anthony records. And then anything Anthony doesn't leave open, Chris will cover with the art of filling. That's what it's called. So he noticed me and Anthony weren't doing anything there. So he did something. He did like a little slap bass thing.
Put on a movie or a video game, turn off the lights, lose my way. What adventure will I pretend to live today? Feel so relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind.
Ah, so this is a dirty one. This one sounds kind of dirty. Let's see.
Changing my mind.
I wonder why it sounds dirty. So that's a problem if I don't know why. So since I don't know why, I'm just going to try everything. We're going to try... So this is a whole other take, and this is... We're going to, like, scoot it back. I'm guessing the reason... Like, I just want this snare hit. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that shorter till, like, about here. And I'll make this longer. That way the two cymbal tones won't clash. Still clashed, okay. I wonder what I can do. Is he hitting two different cymbals? Because if that's the case, there's nothing I can do. Okay, that sounds okay. Now this is dirty. So we clean that, now this is dirty. That sometimes happens. So... I could do this, make this bigger, because there's a crash coming up. And we'll see if what that does. Yeah. Problem with this part is like there's a lot of ride cymbal. So if it's hi-hat, it's pretty easy to edit. But if it's like ride, it can get tricky. Okay, now it sounds like it slows down. Alright, how about that? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. I think I like the other way better. Okay. That's another thing I don't like. Still getting used to with the Reaper is like actually moving stuff. Because I keep grabbing the fades. It's like being a surgeon sometimes. So if we want this takes crash, thankfully it's the same crash that he's hitting. If it was a different crash, this would look a whole lot different. That's why, like, how do non-drummers like edit drums? Haha, I got it. Maybe that's how, because sometimes it just works out like that.
There's no way you're changing my mind from belief. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind.
Okay, this part. So unless, I mean, it sounds like he's muting the cymbals. Kind of funny. My mind. How close can I get here? Pretty close, and that sounds good. So I don't know what the heck is what this is, so we're gonna find out. But yeah, because I remember when I gave this to Chris, I'm like, yeah, the drums sound like really clippy. So I gotta go and clean it. I don't know, do I just want this hit? What's happening? This is a bass drum. So that's kind of dangerous. I must have been very particular that day. I don't know if it's even worth it. It's just a bass drum. Let's see what... Does he not hit it here? Let's see. It's kind of there. Let me see. Let's see what... This one doesn't have a bass drum there. Yeah. Can't you see? This song is pretty experimental. It is catchy though, I guess. Yeah. I didn't even think about it. Sometimes it just... It sounds like a clip. Oh, is that why I did it? It sounds like a clip here, but... Can't you see? What the heck is happening? I don't know. Can't you see? Is there anything else? Being Frankensteined? That's what we call it. We call it Frankensteining when we do stuff like this. But editing is a stage of audio production, you know. Musicians won't share it because it makes them look bad. But it's not about like how perfect they are. It's about like what part I like, or it's about how together are they. Like, because like even metronomes are not perfect in time. And once you figure that out, you realize, okay, my musicians aren't perfect either, unless they're like sequenced. But even the sequence, like this clack bell, I didn't hand play. I programmed it. And, you know, it plays a little in the beginning, then rests. And see, I had to move it because it wasn't perfectly in time, you know, because nothing is with the click track. So that the click track and the clack bell didn't agree on the tempo. And they're machines. They are machines.
Well, but there's no way you're changing my mind.
Alright, we're listening to them.
Can't you see? Can't you see? Can't you see? Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. Don't look back, don't look forward, don't lose your mind in hindsight. The worst is over and the best may never come. Maybe one day I'll fill enough energy to come out of my shell, but only time will tell.
Okay, so I split this on purpose because I wanted to try this. This might be a mistake, but let's hear it. Yeah, it was a mistake. Okay. Mistakes were made. Sometimes, like, at least with Reaper, like on the old interface I used, when you normalize it, it kind of took the rest of the track into account. But on Reaper, if you split it like that, it'll just focus on those two. But I'm like, there has to be a way. But I don't know it yet. to like just adjust that normalizing setting, but because Reaper's kind of like, it's kind of like Audacity in a way. Like people make their own stuff in plugins and stuff. Did I split it again? Okay. So I'm opening up a volume envelope. There's two things I could do here. I'm gonna try just making this snare louder here. I could also try to make the whole drum set louder here, because it'll only be slightly. But we'll see. Yeah. It's still like so quiet. It's weird because like it looks the same as the other snares. Wait a minute. Okay, I think I remember what's happening here. Let me try this. So I moved that there because that's what happened. So I cut this and put it here. I'm doing some weird stuff. This is experimental. Endless Journal is all about experimenting. I took a snare here, put it here, but I don't think it worked out. Because I think I'm going to end up making the whole drum set louder here. Because they all kind of work together. So all the mics, unfortunately, even with these new mics, there's enough bleed through to make a difference. But yeah, I'm just gonna make it right here. We're gonna hear me say feel a lot, so sorry. Feel. Oh, we could really make it louder, but we're not gonna do that. How come it gives you more room here? I guess because the snare's already kind of loud. Snare drums. Okay, now it sounds like someone made it louder there. So that was plan B. Didn't work. If I make it louder, it just kind of sounds like cheesy. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do all that. On my on the old interface, or the old DAW, which is what Reaper is. I feel like that would have worked, but on Reaper it doesn't. There's probably a way to make it work, but I want to try this idea. So we have this here. We're gonna like just duplicate it. Can I duplicate the track? Yeah, there we go. And because I think I also want to make the snare louder on other parts, but not every part. So instead of messing with this volume envelope, which is already pretty high, because the snare drum, I guess it just recorded kind of quiet on the song. So we're going to have like this track over here, just kind of in the background, and we're going to call this snare drum 2. Some audio engineer probably nodding their head at me like, what are you doing, dude? But this is gonna kind of like be in the background, just kind of help the snare with its volume. See, like right there the snare is fine, but here it's, and that might be because of what do you call it, the ride or the crash, I think. What is up with this envelope now? Let me see. What am I deleting? Oh, okay, good. I'm deleting envelope points. That's my goal. Because we want no envelope points on this snare. Good. Including you. Good. Alright. Now it's a proper... I used to do this a lot. Because I used to record on a old drum set, Rogers brand. Terrible. But man, I made that thing sound as good as it could, and having that terrible drum set taught me about drum tuning, taught me about muffling, taught me everything. Like, because you needed to know it to make that thing sound good. Yeah, if you ever start drum set, like get the worst drum set you can find and just try to make it sound as best as it could. You'll learn so much about tuning. Okay, I'll make this buster loud here. And I'm gonna raise the volume here because it's like at nothing. Almost, it's almost there. Every time it's there. Alright, how about this? Still like too noticeable. You want to get it to where it's like not noticeable. I think if it goes that high. I think that's pretty much gonna be it. A little bit lower. Maybe a tiny bit lower. There it is. There it is. Let me save that. Cause that was kind of think worthy. So we're gonna see if the rest of the song is edited well. So relieved. Oh, I think there was a piano I needed to edit. Yeah, I come in like tiny bit too early there. Let's see. I'm just gonna edit this because yeah, I could use the other take. Look at that one. That one I came in way early. What was wrong with me? Oh, this one I didn't even come in. Yeah, look at that. I think I could just use split. It's the annoying thing, like it. That's like, I found out how to use it to my advantage. So I'm gonna use take 2 here. And then take 3, yeah. There's no way you're changing my mind from belief. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. Can't you see? Oh yeah, since I'm not really making that decision yet. How loud do I want this snare? Maybe I think the song might need this snare here. Like most of the time. Let me see here. So really? Oh, you know, I know what I could do. I'll make it fade out. That'll help it smooth things out. And we're gonna put this envelope here because I don't think the beginning needs it. I really think it might be just this part and some of the end. So relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind from belief. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. Can't you? So timpani, I can't even hear it all over here. So I'll have to figure that out. Can't you see? Something's going on here. Let's see. Is there like space? Can't you see? I'm bending the note, guys. I'm bending it, alright? I know what I'm doing. Okay, what is happening? Drum take 1. Okay. These envelopes just threw me off. Okay, so this is a troubling spot. Can't you see? So we got some bass drums there. Boom, 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 boom. Can't you see? Is that why I use the take? I need to like write down why I moved the takes. Let's see. Can't you see? That might be it. Can't you see? There we go.
There's no way you're changing my mind. Can't you see? Say what you want, but
I want to make sure I really can't hear this because this is like not fading, so it's a little more risque.
there's no way you're changing my mind. Can't you see?
Okay, it's good. So, yeah, if you're new to mixing and editing and all of that, like something that will make you feel better is, I think it was Dream Theater's newest album. Like on their acoustic song, I heard like 2 to 3 audio clicks, and I'm just like, it's just can only do so much. I think it was on the acoustic guitar, which that part sounded like a pain in the ass. Okay, that's all the editing for that. I'm gonna see if there's any bass edits I need to do at this ending.
See, say what you want. There's no way you're changing my mind.
So man, he ends right with me.
My mind.
Yeah, he ends right with me.
My mind.
It's like he mutes. I think he mutes it right with us too.
My mind.
Chris does a little slide.
My mind.
See, if I were writing, like I didn't write that, you know. There's a bass part I wrote, but that's not it. He needs to play what I write. Just kidding. That's what I want him to do. Like, hey, do stuff I wouldn't think of. But now we gotta figure out. So yeah, we're gonna cut off like here. Maybe a little more. I'm really curious what that typing is. I'm only gonna listen to the drums a bit. Okay, it's needs a little more. Okay, we're gonna fade out the bass, even though it's playing nothing. The reason we do that is because of the feedback. I think on some of our older songs, you can hear us not do this, where like the end, just you hear nothing but feedback. Sometimes we do that for effect, but since this is like an independent song, like it's not gonna be on the album, it doesn't really need to do that. Clean as a whistle. Oops. What happened to him? What the? What did I do? Okay. Oh, I know what I did. That's because I soloed the folder. Excellent. See, like if you put that a click to that, slightly off because he's playing with me, and I'm slightly off. That's how it works. What is soloed? What is soloed? Ah. Uh-oh. Something's going on. What is going on now? Take two? Oh, take two. I don't think we need it. This was here for emergencies in case like the editing got too out of hand with the drums, because I'll be like, if it gets too out of hand, I'm just gonna use take two, like completely, and like start over. But it didn't get out of hand because take two was like fine, you know. It's like, okay, I could live with this part. I want this part, but I could live with that. But we got it. It's pretty much take two, even though it says take one. Like, it really is take two. Take one, I think, is like just one part. But it's mostly take two. What? Oh, it's Pocket Master. What happened to his part? Why did it go away? It's weird. Uh-oh. We have a problem. His bass part's missing. Oh, did they go away with the... Oh, no, they didn't. Oh, that's messed up. Look at that. So weird. Yeah, it like deleted itself. Deleting these. Yeah, you want to be careful when you delete tracks. We have a song, I think it's still on the YouTube channel. It's called Burning Beauty. And back then, you know, we're still kind of doing the same thing that we do now. I gave the song to Chris to record his bass part, and he recorded over a clarinet. So that clarinet part like never made it because I didn't know it got deleted. Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of when you have a lot of tracks like this, like you might accidentally delete something. Okay, so the editing is done. Now we're gonna get into the mixing. So I know this timpani part over here is probably gonna have to be normalized, which is not that hard to do. I don't think this part needs to be normalized, but we'll see. So first instrument I'm gonna mix is this timpani, but I want to add the, because yeah, these drums don't even have EQ. So I'm gonna put my presets, and then I'll mess with them later if I feel like I need to. Because there's like a Tom 1 solo, kind of. Like he does a Tom 1 fill that's just like all Tom 1. So it might need to be EQ'd differently than normal, because it's more exposed. Whereas floor tom, I think is gonna be okay. Let's see how much, yeah, he hits it a few times. Yeah, that's what you have to think of each drum set, or each drum set track as like its own instrument. Or at least set of instruments. So I'm putting some EQs on the overhead. Lately I have not been liking how bright they are, so I might make them a little darker. Sometimes you can make them darker just by turning them down, because of all the bleed through. Okay. And yeah, if you want to name some songs in the chat, because there is the inspiration stage of everything. So tell me some songs you've been listening to in the chat so I can listen to them, and they might even come out on like you'll see like how they influence me, because here's the cool thing about music makers, like we are what we hear. And I'll share a story. One day I was, I always practiced piano, like a lot of classical piano pieces, and like just whatever I wanted to. But I'm like, the songs I'm making have like none of the same chords of what I'm practicing. I'm like, where am I getting these chords from? Like, just, I like the way they sound or whatever. Then I started learning like songs I was listening to, like what's that one? Sun and Moon, like by Utada and Sheena, and I'm like, hey, I use this chord. Like it's what we hear. It's not so much what we practice. What we practice gets us more proficient. And you can learn stuff like from practicing, but you can learn, I feel like you can learn a lot more by hearing music sometimes. At least like what I'm doing. Because yeah, I'm so much more than I practice. I'm actually more of what I hear than what I play. Like I can learn, and sometimes, a lot of times, what I practice will come into, but most like the main ideas are from what I hear, which I think is true with everyone. Which is why I think the echo effect exists, where like musicians will write the same songs sometimes at the same time. I think there is like a Blue October song, and I think a Green Day, yeah, da da da, and then Hate Me Today, like the same notes, but I don't think it was a ripoff. I think they just wrote the same song at the same time and heard it differently, which is kind of cool. Maybe I'll talk about that in the journal someday. The echo effect. It used to perplex me because I would look at some musicians or some songs and I'm like, okay, they clearly ripped off this other song. But then it's like, okay, I don't think these people ripped off the song. I think they just came to the same conclusion. Because I think that really does happen. And of course, music law is like totally dumb and stupid. So like sometimes people who win those lawsuits like should not have won. Like it's because a lot of people don't really understand how writing music works. But that's my trail off for today while I put these envelopes in the timpani. I guess that's why I'm talking, because this what I'm doing is just tedious. So I'm gonna, well, the volume's up here, so
Blow out the candles and turn off the lights. I'll keep my wishes to myself. No need to pester you anyway. Giving up my
what's happening?
day. Giving up my immature dreams. I've given up my own beliefs. But don't worry, I'll smile at you anyway.
Okay, so we're just making sure you can hear timpani anyway. So you can't hear it here. Maybe I should normalize the whole thing then. Okay. Let's see. What's this little fuzz? Oh, it's playing dynamically.
Another weekend.
So, this is something you probably don't think of, because I think most education tools of audio engineering, they're like very sample based, or at least like the tutorials. So when you have a dynamic instrument like this, where it's playing dynamics, you technically, like when you're making music to be audio focused, you don't want to do that. You want everything to be like one volume. But you know, I don't like, I like things at different volumes. So when you have something like this, it's very scary.
Another weekend, you're not talking.
And something crazy is going to go on here. This part's going to get even crazier. But I want to make sure I can hear this first.
Another weekend, you're not talkative, and some days you're just never there. I wonder where we won't meet up today. Put on a movie or a video game, turn off the lights, lose my way. What adventure?
I felt like this part was like,
And some days you're just never there. Not talkative, and some days you're just.
let's see, let me put it with Exploder. Okay, that's fine. It's just in my head.
Not talkative, and some days you're just never there. I wonder where we won't meet up today. Put on a movie or a video game, turn off the lights, lose my way. What adventure will I?
What? Why is there a split here? Let me see. There we go. It takes a while to ring. Alright, we're gonna get to the scary stuff now. If you're scared, just tell me. 'Cause this part's kind of weird. It's kind of the idea that was in Hatman, but I've been playing with this idea in my head, like, what if it's multiple instruments doing the crazy? So we're gonna try that here. So this is a avant-garde technique I'm about to do. What did I just do? Okay, so We want the three guest instruments to go around the listener's head. So that's timpani, that's Yellow River, and that's clackbell. So we're going to bring up a panning. Oh, we can even prefix the panning there. We're going to bring out the panning on the timpani, the panning on the Yellow River, which is like that. Which is above. Oh, it's below. Okay. And the panning on the clackbell. And this is going to get cool. This is why this song exists, you know, to try out crazy ideas like this. So this is the clackbell. It's normally just 57% to the right. So we're going to start this one on the left. Create new points. This might like totally not work, but it might work too. So be on the left first. To the right about here. And we're gonna kind of like what we're doing with the clack bells. I'm testing this idea, like, do I want it to be long like this or quick? So we're gonna try like both ways and see which way I like it. I like it like. Oh wait, I can't sing covers. I gotta watch out. It's so weird. Let me hear just the clack bell. Maybe when it's like done, it'll just stay like here. Or we can bring it down here quicker. Yeah, and then just get rid of these. Okay. I think we have to test all of them. So this is the this is Yellow River. So we want the two harmonic instruments to like, or the two like note pitched based instruments to kind of mirror each other. So we kind of got to like right here and right here. So what this does is it's moving it around the ears. So left and right ear speaker. This goes all the way to the right. And then over here, it's gonna go up to back where it was. And let me hear just the Yellow River. Yeah, this is a song we should keep playing. It's fun to play, like just the three of us. Maybe it'll be one we like if like the live thing works out and we're like, hey, let's just do this like every month, then we'll have like a set of old songs to play probably. This one should definitely go on there. Alright, so now we got the timpani. I don't know what to do with it. Oh. So that's terrifying. I wonder how that's going to be with the rest of the mix, though. But I like the effect. I think I'm going to keep it long. Because I think going short will just, like, it'll get lost. Maybe the timpani. Let's try it. Maybe the timpani can go, like, quicker. Because it's more of a bass instrument. There is a bass guitar. So, like, it doesn't need to be centered, like, the whole time. Which is what I was taught to break the pattern. We're gonna start timpani. Bass always comes in from the left, so he's gonna start from the left. And then it's like, what? He's on the right? Because he's playing left quietly. and then right loudly. But we have to make sure his ring doesn't like go over. So we got, let me solo. So yeah, that's what I was kind of worried of. So we could just make it like real, just moving really quick rather than jumping. We'll see how that goes. Oh, that is scary. Okay. That's what we want. We want fear. Okay, maybe that's a little too excessive. Too quick. Yeah, and then it just goes up, kind of dangles, then goes down. Like that. You know, was it Darren Gray that does this kind of stuff? It's not a lot of, they get really creative with their panning. I think I talk about it in the all songs review thing. Like, yeah, the panning is just crazy, which is cool. Okay, I see what's going on here. So let's try this shape, and then this, and then this shape. I think this will be better. Yeah, and then we keep that going. Boom, 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 boom. Point, go down. You know what's cool? Like, a good timpani player is not hard to find, you know? So, like, if we ever do, like, go crazy with live performances where we hire outside musicians, we could probably find a timpani player. Like, it wouldn't be that hard. Because it's one of those orchestra instruments. You use them, you know? There's people, like, who just do it for a job, like play timpani. Alright, we're gonna see what happens there. So we have to watch out not to move during the ring. I'm starting to see. See, like here I move quickly to the ring. So I think he's gonna stay like here, and then like right here. So now the shape's becoming a little. Yeah, maybe you can start moving up here. See, like we want. That timpani is really confusing to do this too. Boom, boom. Do do do. So right here he can quickly jump to the left here because he's quiet, and then boom. That's how this timpani part was designed, because I knew this was coming. I knew. I'm like, that thing's gonna be everywhere. Okay, maybe not all the way to that extreme, but like maybe here. Yeah, actually that's perfect. So instead of going to the right, maybe to the center. Let's see, because like that sounds kind of good. Yeah, I'm starting to think that. But here, I like it to the right. All the way. Boom, boom, boom. I think this could be center. All of it, actually. And then all of that could be left. Let's hear it from here. Maybe not. Actually, no, I like it. It's just like it sounds good here, but I want these notes to be centered because they're loud. But I don't. What about that? Ooh, give me that 90 degrees. Okay, that's as close as we're getting. Da-da-da-da-da. Maybe it can be to the center by here. Oh. I want to start here. Oh, I went too far. Yeah, let's see. So, boom, boom. We can get out of the trenches here and into them here. Maybe not too much. So. Yeah. I think we want these centered. Yeah, centered like that. Okay, so that's what's going on here. And if it's all crazy, then we've done it right. Oh, wow. Cody Rhodes. Interesting. Cody Rhodes is cool. And if he's a Shenmue fan, it means he's even cooler. I have a theory that people with, like, tons of patience, like, those are the people that like Shenmue. Obviously. Because that game is patience, the game. Like, Shenmue is patience. Like, its title should be patience. Like, that's the translation. Fun fact. Like, people keep going, what is Shenmue? What is Shenmue? Like, it has an answer, and the answer is patience. That's why you didn't get that ending. And Cody Rhodes seems like the type of person to have a lot of patience. Like, to get to where he is now. Like, it's crazy. Alright, we're going to listen to this crazy part. And hear it go around our heads.
Another weekend, you're not talking.
I kind of feel like everyone needs to do it now. Not just the guest parts. Let's do it, you know? This is Endless Journal. I say no to no crazy ideas in Endless Journal. Like, as a different mindset. So the cool thing about the drum set, like with Reapers, you can do an envelope or a folder for the whole drum set. I put them, yeah, right here, and now I can pan the entire drum set, like, relative to what it is. I can move it a little more. So we're gonna put that to use, because I noticed that. I'm like, oh, that means you can do what Duran Gray does with their panning. When they want to move the drum set mid-song, like, they do it. It's pretty cool. Timpani's fine. Oh, so this is my parts. So I'll give myself an envelope too. Pawn. Yeah, pan. Oh, we'll start with myself. So we're gonna do this kind of thing to everyone because it sounds.
Another week.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it's not gonna be as extreme as these because this is the inner circle, I guess. But we'll do it relative to like what the part sounds like too. Oh, it'll be my voice too. Oh, okay. So it's playing. Okay, that works. So I'll put a little new point here. This is keyboards and vocals. So it'll start panning here actually with the voice. See, like when I'm panning this vocal, I'm thinking of it as like he's playing and singing the piano at the same time. So wherever his voice goes, his piano will go. So that's why he's in the Hatman folder. And Chris can answer your question. Which bass is this? I'm curious too, Chris. Which bass did you use? I haven't got to bass EQing yet, but I don't know if I'm gonna have to do it.
Way you're changing my mind.
Yeah, here. Oh, good. You can't even do it that much. All right, so we're gonna go like a little
Way you're changing my mind.
and he's gonna move kind of fast because we want him to his destination before the next chord begins. And he's just not stable, man. He's just not stable. Do I want him to move quick? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. And here. Yeah, and then here. Yeah, it's just gonna go back and forth. It's not as like, I guess, complicated as the other ones because the other ones are like have melody and they don't come out all the time. So these parts, my part here is pretty simple. It's just quarter notes. I say it like the other instruments were played by someone else. And then it'll just go a little bit up here. We'll see how that sounds.
Another.
Yeah, another weekend. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot the vocals come back here, but I want to put a point like here. I want it to just stay there.
Another weekend you're not talkative.
That's pretty neat. So this little thing I'm doing now, I'm starting to like it a lot. Anthony will get mad if I say it. Josh made it sound good. I don't take all the credit for that, Chris. Sometimes I barely touch up your parts. All I do is turn it up and down. Sometimes I EQ it, but I don't think I EQ'd it on Inner Cafe. Kept it to its natural. Alright, so I already know the panning I want for the bass, speaking of. speaking of, okay. So yeah, here's the bass. So we want to make a point. Bass just keep going.
Another weekend.
Like right here, because that's where it's normally panned. So he's gonna be walking. He's gonna be walking slow from one side to the other. Because that's what basses do, right? They walk in bass. And then like maybe we'll figure out what's gonna happen there.
Another weekend.
And then he just jumps to the middle over here. You know what this is? This is a result of me, like, when I was in marching band, I heard the music just go all around me, and I'm like, this is cool. This is better than, like, being in the seats. And that was the cool thing I liked about it. Of course, the snare drum was super loud because I was, like, playing it, but, like, if I ignored that, it was, like, beautiful. Pretty neat. Okay. So that's kind of how the bass is going to do its thing. Let's see. This could get tricky, but that's what we're... So I know he has to be move slow too because he's got cymbal ring. Cymbal ring. We'll see. I don't know if this is going to work on the drum set, but this is why I'm doing it, to test this little theory. That's like so trippy. Okay. So I think he needs to actually go this way. I don't think he needs to walk that much. That's one option. I'm gonna keep that open. I have another idea too, and it involves panning everything. So maybe you could just have a different panning here. Bass drum all the way to the left, bass drum, snare drum all the way to the right. Like it's just like its own thing, but just here. Then it gets back. We're gonna try that. This thing should be all the way down. Oh. I mean, I don't think the snare sounds too loud, but maybe it does. This one I'm not gonna worry about. So he does hit the floor tom here. Perhaps. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's gonna come down to that. I don't think this is gonna work actually. Because of the bleed through, I think. That's going to be the main issue. So it has to be the whole set. So I'm thinking just a little walk. Yeah, because I'm thinking now, I'm like, the bleed through is gonna get it. It's gonna sound unnatural. I want it to sound natural. So this is the extreme.
Another weekend you're not talkative.
That's pretty neat.
Another weekend you're not talkative.
Yeah, I'm thinking something like that. It's not mixed well yet, so I can't really like adjust things here. It's kind of like not mixing right now. I don't know if you consider panning in the mixing category. Got some bass talk going. Oh yeah. Sharing knowledge. That's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it. That's what we're all about now. Sharing the knowledge. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna listen to this whole part.
Another weekend you're not talkative, and some days you're just never there. I wonder where we won't meet up today. Put on a movie or a video game, turn off the lights, lose my way. What adventure will I pretend to live today? So relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind from belief. Say what you will, but there's no.
Okay, so along with that experiment, there's also the vocal thing going on too. So this song's gonna be tricky to mix. I have to really make sure these headphones are on perfectly because yeah, this is very like headphoney song. Yeah, forget the secrets, man. Too many gatekeepers in music communities. And like all genres and all music communities, like so many. No matter what, there's always like secrecy. Like, dude, you're just making music. You're not a ninja. Okay. I'm gonna mix the vocals first, I'm thinking. Because sometimes it's too loud, sometimes it's not. And we might even fix a vocal live. There's a lot of things I can do since this is kind of like a more poetic song. Like it doesn't need proper, stuff. What's going on? Okay, there we go. I don't know why it wasn't. Okay. So I'm gonna start at the beginning. I'm gonna take everything in, and looks like I did some mixing with the vocals, but it looks like I stopped like around here. Alright, so we'll hear what I got.
Blow out the candles and turn off the lights. I'll keep my wishes to myself. No need to pester you anyway. Giving up my immature don't worry, I'll smile at you anyway. Look, you're relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing. I'm relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. Another weekend you're not talkative, and some days you're just never there. I wonder where we won't meet up today. Put on a movie or a video game, turn off the lights, lose my way. What adventure will I pretend to live today? So relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. From belief. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. Can't you see? Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. Don't look back, don't look forward, don't lose your mind in hindsight.
This part's too loud. Like, I know there's.
Can't you see?
I kind of got lost in the song as I was listening to it. Because I'm like thinking about what it means and everything, and applying it to the mastering and mixing.
From belief.
So yeah, these parts came out really loud. The doggy's barking outside.
From belief. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. Can't you see? Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. Don't look back, don't look forward, don't lose your mind in hindsight. The worst is over and the best may never come. Maybe one day I'll fill enough energy to come out of my shell, but only time will tell. So relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. From belief. Say feel. So relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. From belief. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. Can't you see? Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind.
Alright. I think it's pretty much good. I'm leaving. Why is this here? I guess I could get rid of it. Yeah.
Can't you see? Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind.
Okay. I'm gonna get rid of that. Yeah. And the keyboard typing is gone. Okay. What's all this? Oh yeah, it's the snare drum. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna get into the bass tone. Yeah, it sounds pretty nice right now. Alright. Oops. Something happened. Okay. It's funny, I played timpani for a long time, and I know how the parts go. It's like, I know how to write a timpani part. I don't know why. It's like not something you think about when you're making music. Oh yeah, I have this random skill. Okay. Oh yeah, I had an idea here. So since this part's like not super duper loud, I can do some panning with the vocals. So like he's like, "Can you see?" Like all the way on one ear, like he's like going on the side of you. I just picture a bunch of us running around you as you listen. And we're just like all over the place. Maybe that's like something that'll become more of a thing in our music. Yeah, maybe. I think now they need to be a little louder. This first one's just weirdly loud. Let me just turn it down. Okay, maybe not that much down. And there is this part. I mean, I could do this. Here's a fun trick. So I just realized I already sang this note. I don't need to sing it again. I could just copy it. And I'm saying the same word, mind. Sometimes I don't do that. Sometimes I use different words at different parts. Like when I get really into my lyrics. But with this song, I didn't do that. I sang the same word. Because I really want to emphasize it. Rather than having that note. My mind. I realized that my mind still works like as a note. So let's see. So take 3 is the active take. Maybe I do it on another take. Let me see. No, I do the same thing 3 times. That one is the best one. My mind. I might actually harmonize. Let me see. Maybe we can harmonize. Let's see. Harmonization. Mind. That's gonna be way too loud. Let me. So I'm just gonna call it E or dub for now, because it might not exist. I might not do it, but sometimes things happen for a reason. This would be a lot easier if I didn't mess with the takes. Let's see. Let's see if it sounds good. I don't think it does actually.
In my mind,
Kind of works.
in my mind,
It kind of works.
in my mind.
Yeah, there we go. But I don't know. Let me see what it sounds like without this one. Okay, now I'm okay. This note is driving me crazy. Let's see. I think it only works with both of them. The worst is over and the best may never come. I like these lyrics. They're really good. Like, by my standards. Like, oh, that's kind of witty. But there's a little hope here. This is the hope part.
There's no way you're changing my mind. Don't look forward, don't lose your mind in hindsight. The worst is over, the best may never come. One day I'll fill enough energy to come out of my shell, but only time will tell. So relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. But believe. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. You see. Say
I knew something was missing. I'm like, where's the timpani? It's right here.
there's no way you're changing my mind. But believe. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. You see. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing.
So here, this is like the big break of the song, the big boom. Sometimes when you have like a part that's louder than the rest of the song, you gotta pan it differently, you gotta mix it differently, like slightly sometimes. At least in my experience. So here, I'm gonna move the timpani a little bit more, probably to the left. Because what is bass doing?
Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. You see. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind.
Yeah, okay. So I think this is how this song is gonna go. Usually, like, I pick an instrument and mix it, pick another instrument and mix it, but with a song like this, it's just all like kind of doing itself, just hanging in there. But yeah, I think the timpani finally sounds good. There's some drums that are too loud, so we're gonna see what's going on there. I'm guessing it's these toms. I always turn the toms up at first because they always need to be turned up, and it's just about, okay, how much do we turn them down?
There's no way you're changing my
It probably wouldn't help if I listened to like this part.
Blow out the candles and turn off the lights. I'll keep my wishes to myself. No
what's the problem. There's a problem here. The keyboards are too loud, probably because there's two of them playing at once. So we have to make it quieter here. I want both the parts, but having them both play there, because they're, I think sometimes they're sharing notes. So we're just gonna turn this down a little bit. Ooh, I forgot to put the. So we wanted to go back. Actually, it doesn't come back in the song. This is the last time this electric keyboard plays. So we'll turn this volume down. Kind of here, because this part's kind of like the frame.
Don't look back, don't look forward, don't lose your mind in hindsight. The worst is over and the best may never come. Maybe one day I'll feel enough energy to come out of my shell, but only time will tell. Feel so relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind.
Right there, it's like a drum that's just so loud. Let me see. What is it? What drum? Tom 2? And he just smacks him there. Alright, so we had to turn down a little bit. That's good though. It's good that he played like that. Because the other toms like are pretty good. So what's cool about this part, like you can, like this is why him playing like this I'd rather have. Because when you play loud, it's more than just turning the volume up on your instrument. You hear the intensity of your strike. So you'll still hear the intensity, but the volume is just turned down. That way it doesn't like peak. So you can still hear him hitting it hard. Got some floor tom peaking here. See, where does it start peaking? So like these last four will be turned down a little bit. And again, like you'll still hear the crescendo as long as you don't do it like too much. Like if I turn it all the way down, then yeah, it would take away from the crescendo. So you gotta find like the sweet spot. Which I think is gonna be like here. Or not. Yeah. And the peaking is gone. Peak be gone. It's better when I do it manually than like putting a filter through it. Okay, the ending sounds pretty nice. Alright, we're gonna listen to this last part. This whole last part, I think. Can't you see? Okay. Need to hear one part from that. I need to hear that vocal part again. The one with the chord. The one with the dub.
There's no way you're changing my mind. Don't look back, don't look forward, don't lose your. There's no way you're changing my mind. Don't look back.
Let me pan this. Where is it? Because I want it to be like right. Oh man, and it's, oh, this is gonna be tricky. Okay. So it's a little bit to the left. So just put a little bit to the left.
There's no way you're changing my mind. Don't look back, don't look forward, don't lose. There's no way you're changing my mind. Don't look back, don't look forward. There's no way you're changing my mind. Don't look back, don't look forward, don't lose your mind in hindsight. The worst. Don't look back, don't look forward, don't lose your mind in hindsight. The worst is over and the best may never come. Maybe one day I'll feel enough energy to come out of my shell, but only time will tell. So relieved. Say what you want.
Let me hear this part again.
Don't look back, don't look forward, don't lose your mind in hindsight. The worst is over and the best may never come. Maybe one day I'll feel enough energy to come out of my shell, but only time will tell.
Oh yeah. Let me turn that up over here. Something I feel like something's up with the drums.
But only time,
But I need to fix this part first.
but only time will tell. So relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. Unbelievable. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. You see, say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind.
Okay, man, the drums are just really peaking on this one. Let's see. Yeah, it's really peaking. Alright.
But only time will tell. So relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. Unbelievable. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. You see, say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind.
Okay. I'm gonna start from the beginning again. We're just gonna turn everybody down a little bit. Just a little bit. Everybody down a little bit. Relative to each other, you know. I'll do them individually. Just a little bit down, a little bit down. Just a little bit down. A little bit down. A little bit down. Maybe even more on that one. A little bit down. Moved him a little bit down, but I'll move individually. Just everything a little bit quieter. And see if that helps. He can be gone.
Blow out the candles and turn off the lights. I'll keep my wishes.
It's just quieter now though.
No need to pester you anyway. Giving up my immature dreams. I've given up my own beliefs. But don't worry, I'll smile at you anyway. No
part sounds so crazy. Cool. So I'm liking it right now. We're gonna do bass tone right now. I know I said we're gonna do bass tone a long time ago, but I keep getting distracted. And that is because now is the time. It has more room. Everything's turned down a little bit. I don't have to worry about peaking, so I can get really flexible with the EQ. I don't have to worry about too much. And that's one of the things I want to try, especially like on this song and the one, like another song I'm writing called Monsters. Like, we're gonna get creative with like tone, like do things like you wouldn't even think of. But he's already doing things that I wouldn't even think of. Alright, but we'll see. So I'm gonna put just a little preset EQ, toggle it. So if I want it like overly kind of distorty sound, I could add this EQ and like just play with it a little bit. So that's if I want to get avant-garde. Oh, you know what? I really like it actually.
Giving up my amateur dreams, I've given up my own beliefs. But don't worry, I'll smile at you anyway. Love, you're relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing. I'm relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing. Another weekend you're not talkative, and some days you're just never there. I wonder where we won't meet up today. Put on a movie or a video game, turn off the lights, lose my way. What adventure will I pretend to live today? So relieved.
I like both. I like it with them. I was kind of toggling it off and on, like seeing which tone I liked. I don't know. I think some parts I like this tone better, and some parts I like his tone, like the one he just has. So I think we could toggle it, right? Let's see. Can we? Let me see. There's an envelope for everything, right? Okay, so yeah, volume pre-effects active. So this changes like how much effect is on. So anytime I don't want the effect on, I'm gonna turn it down to low. Yeah, this is bass mixing, and guitar like kind of gets into this realm too. So if I do that, oh, it turns the volume down for everything. So never mind, it doesn't do what I thought it did. Okay, in that case, yeah. We could do it old school. Do it old school. We could duplicate. It's like every time I do this, I know there's a better way. I just don't know it. It's like, oh, that's kind of where I got to study more on this. But this one's going to be the one with the EQ. This one's going to be the one with not the EQ. Because I think on the verses it's gonna sound better. Yeah. And then here it sounds really
Out
good.
the candles and turn off the lights. I'll keep my wishes to myself. No need to pester you anyway. Giving up my immature dreams. I've given up my own beliefs. But don't worry, I'll smile at you anyway. Love, you're relieved.
See, like on this part, his tone is gonna sound better than this one, because the bass is more melodic here. So yeah, I haven't done this in a while. Sometimes the answer is both. So all that is good in that tone, but this part will be good, and probably the part after. Alright, yeah, because I know I didn't edit it much.
Way. Love, you're relieved.
So like right there, it'll be the cuts.
Love, you're relieved.
Actually, it should be here. Perhaps, maybe.
Love, love,
It's actually like right here. He does a bass fill before it, so it's kind of,
love,
yeah. Look. Make sure there's no space. Yeah, it looks clean.
love, you're relieved.
Yeah, I like that.
Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing. I'm relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way.
This tone's probably gonna sound better here. It just has like a little more
You will, but
punch.
there's no way you're changing.
And then yeah, this part will be this tone too.
Another weekend you're not talkative, and some days you're just never there. I wonder where we won't meet up today. Put on a movie or a video game, turn off the lights, lose my way. What adventure will I pretend to live today?
So yeah, this part is his tone. See, that's like kind of everything we do is like it's becoming just even more collaborative than it's ever have. So like the tone, we work together on it because Chris makes his tone and I add over like what it does, or like make it slightly this or that. And like a situation like this, like different parts of the song worked better with one tone than the other. It's that same part. Oh, we heard a click. We don't want that. There we go.
So relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. Believe. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind. Can't you see?
probably the rest of the song. Oh my god, Tiffany. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna work out. Alright. Yeah, two different bass tones on this one. But it's kind of like they're panned the exact same way, they're volumed the same way, so it's like, that's what I'm saying, like there's probably a better way to do this. when it looks like that. Like, what is that way? There has to be it, but that's the way it is right now. Until I learn that new thing. Okay, we're gonna listen to it. We're gonna fix some of it because I turned everything down. The timpani was like way too loud, so we'll take another listen. It's all about, yeah, it's listening a lot to the same song. And just, what do you want to do with it, you know? Alright.
Blow out the candles and turn off the lights. I'll keep my wishes to myself. No need to pester you anyway. Giving up my amateur dreams. I've given up my own beliefs. But don't worry, I'll smile at you anyway. Love, you're relief.
Alright. I need to listen to it again, but I need to close my eyes. Okay. So this is another thing I do. Close your eyes, your hearing becomes better. That's the hope anyway.
Blow out the candles and turn off the lights. I'll keep my wishes to myself. No need to pester you anyway. Giving up my amateur dreams.
it's at a good spot now. It is very experimental. Jeez, that panning part, like, it's just, it's the next step, you know? It's the next step to whatever this is. Oh, yeah. But yeah, so the next stage of the song, I think, like the way I master is kind of weird, because sometimes like the method I use to get, you know, as loud as normal songs you would hear, um, sometimes it influences the mixing. Like, so like sometimes I'll probably have to make the bass slightly too loud because I know the mastering is gonna take it down. But like this is a good mix of how it should sound, you know. So I kind of just want to get this in my head, so when I'm mastering, it can make sure it sounds like this. Oh, but yeah, the bass I think is gonna work out. I'm not sure what the mastering is gonna do with this tone, but it shouldn't do anything. Probably like just make it super slightly brighter. I keep feeling like the toms are too loud. So we're gonna listen to the crazy part.
Lose your mind in hindsight. The worst is over and the best never comes. One day I'll fill enough energy, come out of my shell. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind.
Wait a ticket. Oh, you sneaky snake. Is the snare on? Let me just delete it here. Because the snare is like way too loud. I might have to like bring it down over here.
One day I'll fill enough energy, come out of my shell, but only time will tell. So you say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my mind.
It's just like one snare hit. Like one snare hit that's too loud. It's this one. It's weird, huh? Weird. Because it don't look that loud, but for some reason it is.
Don't lose your so you what you will, but there's no way you're just no.
Guess because he's crescendoing and it's already like pretty loud.
There's no way.
I don't want it that quiet.
There's no.
Not that quiet.
There's no way you're changing my mind. Say what you will, but there's no way you're.
And the snare hit's too loud.
But there's no.
Yeah, drums are unpredictable. Yeah, sometimes it just happens. There we go. There we go. Okay, that sounds good now. Yeah, that's what I noticed. Like sometimes the snare drum was like slightly too loud, but most of the time it wasn't. So required surgeon work. That is like that meme I see now where he's like, "I'm a surgeon. I'm a surgeon." It's pretty funny. Okay. Yeah, I think this is at a good spot. So, what will happen to this song next is it will. When is Shenmue 4 coming out? Yeah, we're coming out with an album. Another one. Dream Crack, but we also have EPs and like a show we're starting. Where it's like singles and just an endless sea of songs. So that's one of the things we're doing. Along with making the album. And you ask when Shenmue 4 coming out. I don't know, man. I don't think people liked 3. I love 3, but I don't think other people liked it. Um I think I was watching, speaking of Shenmue, I was watching like someone talk about it just randomly on a podcast, and they're like, "Oh, like when Shenmue 3 was new, like the first question someone asked was, is the Yakuza team working on it?" So like I think a lot of the fans wanted it to be more Yakuza like. But Shenmue 3 was still Shenmue, just without a virtual fighter fighting system. I thought the fighting system was okay once I got used to it. Like it takes getting used to. But once I did, like it was kind of fun leveling up the moves, kind of like a RPG. Like I thought I like that because I like RPGs. But a lot of people who like Shenmue like fighting games too. So they were really disappointed with that, especially the Virtual Fighter fans. But yeah, I thought, I hope Shenmue 4 will come out. Shenmue is patience, so that's what it's all about.
Blow out the candles and turn off the lights. I'll keep my wishes to myself. No need to pester you anyway. Giving up my immature dreams. I've given up my own beliefs. But don't worry, I'll smile at you anyway. Love, you're relief. Another weekend you're not talkative, and some days you're just never there. I wonder where we won't meet up today. Put on a movie or a video game, turn off the lights, lose my way. What adventure will I pretend to live today? So relieved. Say what you will, but there's no way you're changing my life.
Okay, that's got it. Um, I believe 2 is better than 3 and 1. I like the original look and the old fighting style when a person could beat an opponent with style. You see, that's funny because I'm the opposite. I think 1 and 3 are the more Shenmue of the Shenmue games. I think Shenmue struggled with its own identity. Like, because I love Shenmue as a work of art. Like, it's a game for people who don't know. It's a video game. But I think Shenmue is great as like a work of art because it's patience. It's patience the game. Like that's what it is at its root. And in that game you have to wait like for stores to open. Someone says, "Hey, meet me tomorrow at 3." You have to wait in game hours till 3 the next morning or the next day. And it's like when you see the little boy like looking at the toys, it's like, I want the toy, but I don't have allowance. Like it's telling you, and the main character's feeling that too because he wants to avenge his father because he got murdered. So it's like this tale of patience and everything, the story motifs, like air out these books. You know, Shenmue 3 had like Chase the Chickens. Um, like there's always like that theme of patience. I do like I like Shenmue 2 more as a game. Like when I think what makes a good game, Shenmue 2 is the best game. Um, but Shenmue 1 and 3 capture what Shenmue is, which is patience. Shenmue 3 took it like way too far. Like at first cuz like it wanted you to really like just slow down and look at everything, so it made you like hungry when you ran, so you would have to walk. And like that's why I say Shenmue struggles with its identity, because people complain and then they change that, but if you change that, it makes it less Shenmue, along with skipping around, you know. Do you want to go to the person's house and skip time? Like it gives you the option, but I think Shenmue 1 is the most Shenmue. Like that's what I think. Like the most Shenmue is Shenmue 1. Shenmue 2 Shenmue 2 is, you can still like get Shenmue out of it, like if you don't skip anything, if you don't like make sure to use all your in-game hours and explore, then Shenmue 2 is like great. But I feel like Shenmue 1 forced you to do that and Shenmue 2 didn't. I feel like it should be forced. It should force you to wait, because that's what it is. That's what the game is. That's what the tree growing is. It's all patience. Like have patience, take time, think. Yeah. Yeah, see like that's the thing. Like what Shenmue is actually makes it from keeps it from becoming a fun game, you know. But it's a game of patience. You're not supposed to like the running, the hungry stuff. Like you're not supposed to like it. You're not supposed to I think there was like that money trick. Like you're not supposed to do that. They fixed that. Um but they listened to the fans with the running and made it easier. Yeah, it's not that bad. Like if you play Shenmue 3 today, like you can pretty much run as long as you want. Like they listened, updated the game. But anyway, that's Shenmue talk for today. I don't. This channel still has some Shenmue fans, which is nice. Shenmue. Yeah, I think they're gonna make Shenmue 4 more accessible. And he asked. I think they're gonna make Shenmue 4 more bigger and fun, if they even make it. Because man, I feel like that's the ultimate Shenmue thing. That Shenmue just never ends. Like it's always a cliffhanger, no matter what. Because that's the ultimate patience, you know. And like maybe that's Yu Suzuki, because he's an artist, you know. Like I think that's like his what he wants to do with Shenmue. Like if he's gonna make it, he wants it to teach patience. Like he doesn't care about making the best game. He never has. You know, he's never worked like that. Oh, but patience is the key factor to what this is here. And yeah, Shenmue taught me a lot of that, because this stuff does take time and it does take effort. It takes like a lot of like thinking. But man, when you can get a hold of it and break it down into these, then it becomes like just an extension of what you normally do. All right, guys. Well, this was fun. I knew this song would take the whole time. Um, if you all still want to leave some, what do you call it? Some songs for me to listen to, like you're free to do that anytime. Because I need some more inspirations. Maybe I'll make a poll or something. Talks on some videos. That guy walks around and talks on some videos. Nah, never seen that channel. Oh. Well, I'm sure I don't really listen to Shenmue commentary anymore. Because, like, I think about it a certain way, and, other people think about it one way. I'm just like, that's okay, there's no need to debate. Because, like, I can get some really enraged fans and haters all at once. It's crazy. And yeah, I met them. There's some good people too there, of course. But it's a very passionate subject to some gamers. I'll give them a check out. Alright guys, just a reminder, this is our new video, Music's Hidden Purpose. Check out our new song, Inner Cafe. And we pretty much took care of this song today. And yeah, check out our music in stores. And that's all I got to say. No. Alright. Well, good night, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this. And I'll see you soon. Maybe Dissociate will be uploaded soon. Like, it's already that close to just being shot out. And all will be good. Until next time, everyone. Peace.